So I have this idea, and I'm like, okay. I have a friend in Fort Smith that has sober living houses, right? The end of the line houses. But he worked in a treatment center for years. He's written 2 books on addiction. He knows the therapy. He's a CIT. He's a counselor. He could help read. Sorry, I said his name. I said I wouldn't say his name. That's okay.
Okay.
He could help him. It's fine. He could help Dad, right? And so, so I call Austin, my friend, and I'm like, hey, man, can I send you Nikki's ex-husband? He needs help. He's willing to get help. And he was like, yeah, I got a bed open. It's $120 a week or blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no. I want you to hang out with him every single day from 8 to 6. Show him what sober life looks like. Don't lock him down. Mm-hmm. Have him go to the grocery store with you, pick up kids, do all the things you do on your normal daily basis, but just have a partner, and he's fun, you'll be fine. And he was like, absolutely not. I'm not doing that, you're crazy. Right. And I said, for X amount of money, will you do that? And he was like, for X amount of money, I will. You're right, I will. I will do that. And I was like, great. It was cheaper than rehab, that he was just coming from. And so, so I called Dad, and I was like, hey, man, I have this situation. It's a little different. It's not a clinical setting. It's an actual house. And actually, you're going to hang out with one of my best buddies from Fort Smith all day, every day, and he's just going to talk to you and work steps with you and do homework with you, and then you're going to sleep there at night and get picked up again the next morning. And he said, oh my gosh, I didn't know that was an option, you know? And I said, well, it's not. It's never been an option. It's just a new thing that I'm going to try on you. And then I called Austin back, who has so much more experience than I do, and I said, hey, man, and he goes, you think what I'm thinking? And I was like, yeah, man, I think we just kind of discovered something here, right? And he was like, absolutely we did. Austin and I got together and we designed what's called connected recovery. So connected recovery is in a residential treatment stay, basically. So what happens with these guys in residential stay is right now they're locked down, no phones, no contact, no anything, and then they're taught about the sober life. They're taught, hey, if you work these steps, this will work, and everything will feel better, and everything will build great.
Instead of living it at the time.
So the success rate for a first-time person going into a recovery center is 3%.
Yeah.
3%. And we are accepting that across the board. Insurance is paying billions with a B of dollars for a 3% success rate.
They're probably going to go back into the same habits at some point.
Well, of course.
They haven't seen that sober life, I guess.
It's the same effectiveness if you were to be like, hey, I need to lose weight, and I were to lock you in this booth and put on the TV of the Olympics and be like, that's how you do it, and then go do it. He's 2 months sober today.
Okay.
And I've never seen therapeutic results in an addict like this. He's quitting his job to come work for me. All he wants to do is help addicts.
Really?